Here are 5 things killing most Nigerian producers' movies on YouTube. First, let's celebrate all the producers in Nigeria. You're doing an amazing job in the movie industry. We know it's not easy, but you still manage to entertain us with your beautiful stories. But let's be honest, how many of you upload your movies online? After all the stress, the investment, the sleepless nights, the disappointments, and everything else you went through to complete that project, only to see less than 1 million views, or sometimes even fewer than 200 views on YouTube. Or let's say you do hit over 1 million views, but the revenue is almost nothing. Tell me, how would you feel? Understand this, most Nigerian movies on YouTube are not growing. Not because they're bad or uninteresting, but because of what the creators themselves are doing. Movie production for cinemas and for YouTube are totally different. For YouTube, your movie must stand on 3 legs to please the audience, the advertisers, and the algorithm. Once you achieve this balance, you're good to go. Before we proceed, kindly take a minute to subscribe to this channel to stay updated with our latest uploads. Today, we're going to talk about 5 major things Nigerian producers do that are killing, suppressing, and limiting their content on YouTube. 1. Respect your audience's culture, religion, and beliefs. This is a major issue many producers unknowingly contribute to, and it's hurting their content online. As a filmmaker, you possess a powerful tool, the ability to educate, entertain, correct, and influence. But sometimes that power gets misused. The moment you use it to attack your audience's culture, religion, or beliefs, you lose them. For example, imagine you're making an Islamic movie, knowing full well that you neither understand nor believe in their practices. Yet you go ahead and create a film that ridicules those beliefs and expect them to watch it and smile with you? No, it doesn't work that way. The same goes for Christian-themed films, tribal depictions, or cultural portrayals. If you must convey a message, do it subtly. Balance your narrative so it doesn't come across as offensive. So how does this affect your movie on YouTube? When people feel offended and believe you don't respect or regard their beliefs, they'll avoid your content. And they won't leave quietly. Some will leave harsh comments that give your movie a negative impression. Others will tell people not to watch your films. Some will even report the video. Once YouTube detects that kind of negative engagement, your video stops appearing in recommendations. The algorithm interprets it as a bad video and flags it. All your efforts could go to waste. And what can this cost you as a creator? 1. You don't just lose one viewer, you lose an entire tribe, community, or group of people who no longer trust your content. 2. They begin to see your work as insulting or divisive. In today's world, once you're labeled as offensive, it could mean the end of your channel's growth. 3. Your channel may still get views for now, but in the long run, you're slowly cutting off your future audience. 4. If your account is reported repeatedly, YouTube may delete your channel or suspend it for months. 5. The algorithm will become less inclined to recommend your content to a wider audience. Now, don't worry. Here's what you can do to fix these issues in your next movie project. 1. Be wise with your message. Balance your storytelling. If you want to challenge a belief, do it subtly and respectfully. 2. Let your characters evolve naturally. Show alternatives, not insults or mockery. 3. You can make people reflect without making them feel attacked. Take the movie Broken Hallelujah, for example. It's a faith-based Christian movie. Yes, other religions were mentioned, but none were spoken against. The message was passed on effectively without offending the audience. Parents can let their children watch the movie without fear of it corrupting their beliefs. Pastors can even recommend it to their congregations. And if you check, that movie is thriving on YouTube. Remember, your audience is not your enemy. You can't insult, ridicule, or mock them and still expect them to watch your content. They will turn against you and bring your channel down. 2. Uploading sexual or inappropriate content. Some producers think or believe that sex sells. They flood their channels with erotic scenes, seductive outfits, and adult content, expecting it to go viral. But how? Don't forget, your primary audience is African. You have no choice but to respect your viewers. Africa, generally, is deeply religious, and such content does not sit well with most people. Imagine watching a movie with your family, only to suddenly have to cover your children's eyes or send them out of the room because of an inappropriate scene. After such an experience, families will begin to avoid your channel. Remember, you are the producer. They are the consumers. When you produce what your consumers cannot consume, you lose money, and that's bad business. That's why you must always respect your audience, understand what they want, and give it to them. In these matters, moderation is always best. So what's the effect of putting that kind of content online? 1. First of all, YouTube has strong content detection systems. The moment your video contains excessive body exposure or suggestive actions, the algorithm detects it instantly. 2. Your movie might even get flagged. 3. It could be age restricted. No parent will want to watch your content if there's a risk their kids might be exposed to inappropriate scenes. 4. YouTube can issue a strike against that video or your entire channel, and you could lose monetization. 5. Then the algorithm begins to hide your video from viewers. It won't appear in search results or recommendations because YouTube now considers your content risky. 6. Once the platform loses trust in your channel, even your clean videos may suffer the same fate. The system silently places a red flag on your content. 7. Advertisements will be limited. Now, what can this cost you in the long run? 1. Your entire channel can become a red zone on YouTube. No matter what you upload, the platform will continue to treat it as potentially harmful. 2. Your channel's growth will stall, and you'll begin to lose revenue. So how do we fix this? 1. Keep it classy. Let your story carry the emotion, not nudity. 2. You can show love, heartbreak, betrayal, even chemistry between characters without turning your set into a red light district. 3. Rely on strong acting, emotional tension, and solid dialogue. 4. Suggest don't expose. That's what great directors do. In fact, your audience will respect your craft even more. Sometimes what you don't show is more powerful than what you reveal. Build something sustainable, not something scandalous. Copywriting your own video on YouTube. Many new creators rush to copyright every piece of content they upload on YouTube, thinking it's the smartest way to protect their work. Of course, protecting your intellectual property is important. Nobody wants their hard work stolen or repurposed without credit. But here's the problem: overdoing it, especially by claiming every single reuse, remix, or review of your video, can do more harm than good. Let's be real. You're not Beyoncé or James Cameron. Yet. You're still building your audience. So when someone tries to use a clip from your video in a recap, reaction, or review, and you immediately hit them with a copyright claim or strike, you might think you're protecting your brand, but you're actually hurting your growth. If someone uses your content in a fair and respectful way, such as in a review, analysis, or recap, they're not suppressing your content, they're promoting it. When people start talking about your work, when it appears in reaction videos or commentary channels, the YouTube algorithm sees that as a strong signal. It means your content is being engaged with, discussed, and circulated, and YouTube loves that. What happens next? YouTube begins recommending your video to more people. Even better, if someone includes a clip of your video in theirs, your original video often appears in the Up Next section or under related videos. That's free marketing. Exposure money can't buy. You might say, I have millions of subscribers, so my subscribers will watch my movie. But is that really true? Haven't you seen channels with fewer than 100,000 subscribers getting 3 million views or more on a single video? How is that possible? It's simple. The algorithm found their content safe, unrestricted, and engaging, so it began sharing it with a wider audience. But if your content is restricted, YouTube can't push it to anyone. Think about it this way. If you copyright your video and make it too untouchable, no one will want to deal with the hassle of reusing or referencing it. People will avoid reacting to it, reviewing it, or even mentioning it, just to steer clear of copyright drama. And that silence, it's dangerous. Because on the internet, silence equals invisibility. Don't forget, we rise by lifting others. If someone's review brings attention to your movie, celebrate it. They're not stealing your spotlight, they're expanding it. They're helping your story reach a broader audience that you might never reach on your own. So, what's the effect of aggressively copywriting your own videos? 1. You isolate your content. Other creators won't touch or talk about it. 2. You kill organic growth. No reviews, no recaps, no reactions. No buzz. 3. You scare away potential collaborations. Creators want peace, not copyright headaches. 4. Your video becomes stagnant. Without shares, it doesn't grow. 5. The algorithm stops flagging your video as hot because there's no engagement beyond your own channel. 6. Eventually, even your loyal viewers might stop sharing it to avoid trouble. That's how good content dies in silence. And how does this affect you as the producer? 1. You've become your own enemy of progress. 2. In a world where virality depends on people reusing your content creatively, you're blocking your own success. 3. Your fans will start avoiding sharing your content to avoid complications, and that's where your content will stay stuck. So how can this be fixed? There are many ways to protect your content without hindering its growth. 1. Use watermarks. Even if someone reposts your content, your brand will still be visible. 2. Stop fighting your own exposure. If someone is using your content in a way that adds value, like a review, recap, or reaction, let it be. As long as they're not claiming ownership or misleading viewers, it's not a threat. It's free promotion. 3. Know the difference between theft and support. Someone re-uploading your full video without credit? That's theft. Someone showing a short clip to analyze or praise it? That's support. Learn the difference and don't punish the people who are helping you grow. 4. Let the algorithm work for you. The more people talk about your content, the more YouTube pushes it. When your video shows up in others' content, the system sees it as trending and your reach expands. For example, look at these movies. Treasure in the Sky by Uchenna Mbunabo, Love in Every World by Omoni Oboli, Better Half by Ruth Kadiri. Many bloggers talked about them, drawing massive attention. As a result, the algorithm promoted them heavily, and they performed excellently on their channels. 5. Focus on impact, not control. The goal isn't to own every second. It's to ensure your work spreads. Ownership means little if no one sees your content. Let others echo your message. That echo is how your brand becomes a wave. 6. Build with a mindset of community, not competition. You don't lose anything when others mention your work. In fact, you gain something you can't buy: trust, relevance, and reach. Remember, we rise by lifting others. You never know. Those reusing your content might be the very ones promoting you to the world. 4. Misleading titles and thumbnails. How they silence great movies on YouTube. Let's talk about one of the most common mistakes quietly killing the reach of genuinely great movies on YouTube. Misleading titles and thumbnails. You've probably seen it, or maybe even done it. You upload a movie, but instead of giving it an accurate title, you choose one that has nothing to do with the story. Worse still, you plaster the thumbnail with popular trending faces like Chidi Deek, Ruth Kadiri, Clinton Joshua, Maurice Sam, Uche Montana, or Sonia Uche, even though none of them are actually in the film. That's not marketing, that's deceit. At first, this trick might get clicks. People recognize those names and faces and think, oh, this must be a new movie with Ruth Kadiri or Chidi Deek. So they click. But as soon as they realize it was a bait and none of those actors are in the movie, they leave. Worse still, they lose trust in your channel. You might gain clicks, but you're damaging your long-term reputation. Audiences are smart, and the YouTube algorithm is even smarter. When people click and immediately bounce, the algorithm picks up on that and pushes your video down. It stops recommending it. You end up silencing your own work, even if the movie is good, because the entry point was dishonest. Here's the truth. Misleading thumbnails and fake titles don't just annoy viewers, they destroy the chances of real organic growth. And that's a shame, especially when the movie you uploaded might have had the potential to go viral on its own with the right push. So what should you do instead? Be honest, but strategic. You don't need to lie to get noticed. You just need to optimize your title and thumbnail the right way. Start with the title. Use keywords that people are actually searching for. Phrases like 2025 latest Nigerian movie, or include the real names of the lead actors who are actually in the film. Mention the genre. Is it a romantic drama, thriller, or epic village story? Let the title reflect that. A strong, accurate title sets the right expectations, and that builds trust. Next, look at your thumbnail. Use high-quality images from the actual movie. Show dramatic or emotional scenes that spark curiosity. Highlight real moments from your film, not fake cast members. That way, when people click, they get exactly what they were promised. And that satisfaction turns viewers into subscribers and loyal fans. Also, don't forget your hashtags and descriptions. Add relevant tags like Nigerian Movies 2025, Latest Nollywood, New Ruth Kadiri Movie, but only if they truly apply. Keywords and hashtags help YouTube know where to place your video and who to recommend it to. If you use them correctly, you'll see a big difference in your reach. So what's the effect of using misleading titles and thumbnails? 1. You lose audience trust. If someone feels tricked once, they usually don't give you a second chance. 2. Your channel suffers from low retention. People click, then bounce, hurting your watch time and viewer satisfaction. 3. The algorithm punishes your content. YouTube stops recommending your videos because people don't stay to watch. 4. Your keyword advantage is wasted. Even good SEO won't help if the content doesn't match what you promised. 5. Your credibility fades. Future viewers assume your content is fake, even when it's not. Your movie will get buried under thousands of uploads that are better packaged, even if the content inside is weaker than yours. How do we fix this? 1. Use titles that match your content. It's fine to include trending terms like 2025 Latest Nigerian Movie or New Nollywood Action Drama, as long as your video actually fits the description. 2. Let your thumbnails represent real scenes and real actors from your film. Don't put celebrities in the image if they aren't in the project. That's misleading, and it turns viewers against you. 3. Hook curiosity with truth. You can create suspense and excitement without lying. Use emotional moments, cliffhangers, or dramatic scenes from your own content to pull viewers in. 4. Think long-term. Don't chase viral clicks. Build consistent viewership. The audience you earn through trust will always be stronger than the one you trick through hype. 5. Build your channel on credibility. That's how you gain returning viewers, better engagement, and support from other creators. The algorithm notices that too, and rewards you accordingly. Bonus tip: test your title by searching it on YouTube. If you find 50 other videos with the exact same phrase, change yours. Make it more unique and searchable. Your title and thumbnail are not the afterthought. They are the first thing that determines if your movie will rise or drown on YouTube. If you package it well, YouTube will help you do the rest. 5. The movie niche. Your film must solve a problem. Let's clear something up. Choosing a niche isn't just about picking a genre or theme. It's about purpose. It's about producing content that connects with people, touches lives, and, most importantly, solves a problem. In the movie space, especially on YouTube, too many creators are obsessed with surface-level trends. They ask, is it a love story? Is it set in a village? Is it a comedy? And while these categories are important, they aren't the heart of your success. The truth is, your movie must mean something. It must address a real-life issue, something your audience is facing, feeling, or fearing. When your film tackles relatable topics like betrayal, motherhood, unemployment, domestic violence, infertility, greed, peer pressure, societal expectations, or mental illness, you're doing more than just entertaining. You're offering healing. You're giving your viewers a mirror to see themselves and maybe even a map to navigate their struggles. That's what makes a movie unforgettable. That's what transforms content into impact. And guess what? YouTube notices. When a movie strikes a chord, people comment, they share, they return to rewatch it or recommend it to others. The algorithm picks up on that engagement and starts pushing your video to more viewers. Your reach grows, your visibility increases, and yes, your revenue rises too. This is why your niche should never be just about aesthetics. It should be rooted in meaning. A well-crafted story with purpose will always outperform a flashy, hollow one. The algorithm is smart, but the audience is even smarter. They know when you're just throwing things together for views, and they also know when your film is made with intention. So here's the challenge. When you're writing, directing, or producing, ask yourself, what problem is this film solving?
I do not want him sitting on my couch. I don't want him in my kitchen. I do not want him anywhere around my house. I do not want to hear his voice. I do not want to see him. Nothing.
Is it giving someone hope? Is it warning them about a dangerous path? Is it educating them about a real issue? Is it helping them feel seen, heard, and understood? That's your true niche. Also, remember that niche doesn't mean limitation. In fact, clarity in your niche gives your channel direction. It attracts loyal viewers who keep coming back because they know what kind of value they'll get from you. And when you pair that with strong storytelling, relatable characters, and good production, your growth becomes unstoppable. And don't forget the basics. Optimize your title with real keywords. Use honest thumbnails. Add hashtags that reflect your content like life lessons, Nigerian movies 2025, family drama, as long as they're accurate. The algorithm needs context to recommend your work properly, and the right context comes from how you present your content. Effects or dangers of not creating problem-solving content. 1. Viewer disinterest and drop-off. If your movie doesn't connect to real-life emotions or situations, viewers lose interest fast. They might click, but they won't stay. Low watch time signals the algorithm to stop recommending your video. 2. Lack of engagement. Movies without depth rarely spark comments or shares. People won't feel the urge to talk about it, and that kills your visibility. The fewer the reactions, the weaker the algorithm push. 3. Low retention and loyalty. If viewers feel your movies are just random stories with no relevance or message, they won't return. Your channel becomes forgettable. 4. Stunted growth. Without a clear niche or meaningful content, your channel struggles to stand out. You keep uploading, but your numbers stay stuck or even drop. 5. Wasted effort and budget. You may spend time and money producing a film, but if it doesn't solve a problem or deliver value, it won't pay off. That's demoralizing and unsustainable. 6. Loss of trust. When viewers expect quality or insight and don't get it, they lose trust in your brand. It's hard to earn that back once it's gone. Solutions. How to create impactful, purpose-driven movies. 1. Start with real-life problems. Build your story around issues your audience faces: relationship struggles, financial hardship, societal pressure, injustice, addiction, loss, or healing. When people see their truth in your film, they stay hooked. 2. Use relatable characters and dialogue. Let your characters speak like real people. Show their flaws, fears, and growth. Make your viewers say, "That's me," or "I know someone like that." 3. Have a clear message. Every good movie has a takeaway. Don't just tell a story, send a message. Let viewers walk away with a lesson, a warning, or a sense of hope. 4. Balance entertainment with meaning. Yes, it should be engaging, but not empty. You can be funny, romantic, dramatic, or intense, as long as there's substance underneath the entertainment. 5. Do proper optimization. Use honest, keyword-rich titles that reflect your story. Add relevant hashtags like real life story, inspiring Nollywood, 2025 Nigerian film. Write descriptions that give context. This helps YouTube understand and promote your content correctly. 6. Create a signature style or niche, whether it's family issues, urban struggles, inspirational stories, or social commentary. Carve a niche that reflects your storytelling identity. People will start recognizing your brand and returning for more. 7. Listen to feedback. Pay attention to comments, viewer requests, and analytics. If a particular type of story resonates deeply, explore more around that theme. Build your channel around what truly moves people. So yes, find your niche. But more importantly, make your movie solve a problem. The reward? A powerful film, a loyal audience, and a platform that continues to grow. Create with purpose, and the views will follow. I believe you are enlightened by this video. If you have any questions regarding the content, kindly leave your thoughts in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more of our latest updates.